Pizza lovers, this soup is for you. Today I'm going to show you how to make pizza soup in 30 minutes. It's a one-pot dinner that you're going to love. Hi, I'm Carrie with eatingonadime.com, and we're on a mission to help families eat well on a budget. You're going to love today's recipe. It has all the flavors of pizza in a soup. Plus, if you want it low carb, just make it as is and don't serve it with crusty bread. And you have a low carb dinner as well. Now, kids love it, adults love it. This is the perfect recipe for a chilly day. So let's get cooking. Now, before we head to the stove top, we're actually going to chop up an onion. We have a whole post on how to chop an onion, but right now I'm obsessed with this food chopper. So I'm gonna just show you real quickly how to use it. You're just gonna cut the ends off and cut your onion in half, just like normal. This recipe, you only need a half of an onion. Then we're gonna peel the outside edge and take it off. Then what I like to do is cut it in quarters. So cut it in half again, so you have pieces that look like this. So here's the chopper. I have a link for you, but this is where you're going to be able to chop your onions. So now that you have it in the quarter, oops, you're going to just lay it down with that point down. Then just hit this, and look how fast chopped onions. So this is very inexpensive, and I highly recommend it. Just push it in. Done. Real quick. I am obsessed with this pan, and we're doing a one-pot dinner. It's so awesome. It's lightweight, and it's nonstick, and it's supposed to be non-toxic. So if you know all about the toxic stuff of nonstick pans, these are supposed to be nonstick, and I'm obsessed with them. So I included a link for these as well. In a large stock pot, I'm using my pan. We're going to brown 1 pound of sausage. This is Italian sausage, and we're gonna completely brown it up. I also like to go ahead and saute my onions while I'm browning it because onions take a little bit longer to cook. And you don't really have to spray or add any butter because sausage already has a lot of fat. And so that will help saute these onions and it won't stick, especially since I'm using the non-stick pan. While it's browning, we're gonna go ahead and chop up a couple more things. A bell pepper. Now I'm going to use red today. You can use any color you want. Sorry for the puppies in the background, but they don't listen to when we tell them we're trying to shoot a YouTube video. Now again, I'm going to use my chopper. So for a bell pepper, you just slice off into quarters. You're gonna be amazed how quick this is. Throw it in my chopper. Just lay it flat. You might have to go crooked, and sometimes you might have to cut it in half. Like this little piece didn't get chopped. I'm just gonna lay it in there for the next one. Isn't this crazy? Remember this little piece, it was too big, so then I just throw it back in there. Done, okay? Game changer. We have a link for this, and the best part is this whole thing, dishwasher safe. I know, it sounds like it's an ad, but I'm obsessed with this thing. My sister needs to get one. Okay, so now we're going, actually I might just have to go buy her one. I love it, and the kids love it too. Next we have pepperonis. Now our pizza soup is going to be a pepperoni sausage pizza, but you can do the same recipe, but add in anything that you like on your pizza. Mushrooms, red onion, green bell peppers, olives, whatever you'd like. Now, if your kids don't love Italian sausage, you can do like a ground beef. That way you still have that high protein in the base of the soup. So what I'm doing on these pepperonis, I just pile them up and then I'm cutting them into quarters. So the reason I'm doing that is because this is a soup and this right here will not fit on a spoon. Taste test. Gotta make sure it's not poisonous. But this will fit on a spoon. So I like to cut them into quarters because everything that goes into a soup should be soupable, meaning you should be able to eat it with a spoon. Sorry, I'm still eating my pepperoni. So again, we're gonna cut them all up into quarters. I think I gotta go check on my soup over there. Now that it's starting to brown, I switched to my meat chopper because it helps break it up into little pieces. Remember, we wanna go for the spoon. It's gotta fit on a spoon. Now that it's browned, we're going to add our diced red bell peppers, a teaspoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of Italian seasoning and minced garlic. Scrape that out. Mix this around. Next, we'll add 2 cans of crushed tomatoes, 1 can of tomato paste. And remember, you can get the full recipe linked in the description below, or you can just go to eatonadime.com and search pizza soup. And then add 32 ounces of chicken broth or beef broth. And last but not least, the quartered pepperonis. We're gonna stir this up, and then we're going to bring it to a boil. Once it's come to a boil, we wanna go ahead and reduce the heat to medium-low and let it simmer for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, let all the flavors combine, and to let those red bell peppers get nice and soft. Now we cook it uncovered, but you can cover it if you want. If you cook it uncovered, some of the water is gonna evaporate and it'll make it a little bit thicker soup, but if you want it to be really soupy, then go ahead and put a lid on it. Okay, before I dig in, which I'm dying because it smells so good, we've got to get our toppings because this isn't pizza soup without cheese. So, mozzarella cheese. If you've been watching us for a while, you know that we recommend hand shredding cheese. You can buy the pre-shredded and nobody's going to judge you. But in our professional opinions, because we are professional cheese eaters, it tastes so much better when you just take a few seconds. Look how long that didn't take me long at all to just shred your mozzarella cheese. It just melts so evenly and the flavor. And now the best part, eating it. Serve it up. Now we like to serve this with crusty bread because bread dipped into this is a little taste of heaven. But if you're trying to do low carb, we won't judge you. We have to top it with mozzarella cheese. You can even add Parmesan cheese. And a little tip that I like to do sometimes is I'll sprinkle a little garlic salt right on top, and that gives you the flavor of kind of like a garlic bread. Oh, so good. Okay. Oh, it looks so good. I mean, look at the cheese is just melting as I stir it in. I'm so excited about this. Can you tell? Okay, let me get a bite. It's hot. You can see that, hopefully you can see the steam. This is perfect on a chilly day like today. I love the flavor of the soup. I mean, that's so good. Again, make it your own. Add any toppings that you want. Add any, any toppings, but also add any, like whether you want mushrooms or any of your other regular pizza toppings that you can stir in as well. And one more little tip, I'm adding some more mozzarella because I'm obsessed with cheese. You can also toss in croutons in here. Doesn't that sound so good? Just lots of ideas, right? This is a recipe you've got to make. You can find the full recipe linked in the description, or if you want to, just go to Google and type in "eating on a dime" pizza soup, and it will pull right up for you. I'm so excited for this bowl. It's delicious. If you love today's recipe, make sure you like and subscribe because we have more amazing recipes coming for you. I don't want you to miss out. So I'll see you next time in my kitchen. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.